Hello. So, hello. I think we're live, and if you have a question, there is a link in the description. Use the link, and you can ask me your question. Okay. Let me fix my mic quickly. Okay. So, there is a link in the description. You can ask me your question. So, I'll get started as soon as like I see some people are present. So there is a, if you are new, let me tell you one thing. Thank you very much. Mehdi Hassan is saying all are right. Thank you for your feedback. And so I'll not be able to, let me tell you something. I'll not be able to see the chat. So if you have a question, like I can only see this screen right now. Basically I can only see this screen. So if you have a question, there is a link in the description, and it will lead you to a Google form, like this form. It will lead you to this form, your name and your question. You can quickly ask me your question, okay, in the description. And you can also suggest me to talk about something. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, waiting for responses. So far we have got 0 responses, but you can be the first one to ask. Okay, so let's get started as soon as possible, and kindly tell your friends also about this like live stream, so that we will get more responses. Last week we got 11 responses. Hopefully this week we'll get little more. So I don't see anyone is responding. What's happening? There is a link. Okay. How can I speak with me? Okay, so if you want to ask me a question, there is a link in the description, and any question regarding English, me, or any question like that, you can use the link in the description and ask me your question. Okay, so let's get started as soon as possible. Use the link in the description. Maybe I should write it down. So if you are new, there is a link in the description which will lead you to a Google form. Okay. And you can ask me your question over there. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started. And soon I am from West Bengal. If you don't know where I am from West Bengal, and soon there will be Durga Puja. And the last week you saw a picture of the pandal that is getting built. So I hope you liked it. So if you want to see it again, I have it saved. Where did I save it? Like, oh boy, I have it saved over here. This is the pandal. Okay, this is the pandal that is getting built. Okay, this is the pandal that is getting built, and the statue will be the Pratima, or the statue, the Durga Pratima or the Durga statue will be placed right over here, and there will be Kartik, Ganesh, then Lokhi, Saraswati, and all those. So before there was pandal, the place used to look like this. Okay, I still don't see any responses. So if you are new, let me tell you something. There is a link in the description. Use the link which will lead you to a Google form, and you can ask me your question, any problem that you have regarding English. If you want to know something about this channel, you can also ask that. So let's get started. Okay, Okay, so if you don't have any questions, like you can tell me a topic, you can suggest me a topic on which I can, like I'll maybe talk with for a for a few minutes. Okay, so any topic, if you want me to talk about any topic, you can suggest, and I can talk about that maybe for a few minutes. Okay, so let's get started. If we don't get any questions, like I have to leave this live stream, because this live stream is focused on question and answers. So I'll wait here for maybe some time, then I'll maybe for another I'll wait here for another minute, then I'll have to go if I don't get any responses. Okay, so today is September 4. What time is it? 7:05 in the evening. September 4, 7:05 in the evening, Sunday. I hope today you had a fun day or good day. Okay. What about my hair? I think my hair, sometimes I don't like my hairstyle, but today it's fine, I think. Today I also got some shampoo. So I don't think today people have questions. So any question, Mary, any question that you want to ask, there is a link in the description. You can use that link to ask me your question. I don't want to answer from the chats because that way it's not presentable. Like, but if you ask me questions in the Google form, that's in the description. But if you ask me the questions that's in the description, like it will be presentable. That's why I'm telling you. So if I don't get responses, I'll have to go and I'll have to mind my own business. So still waiting for responses. Is there anything wrong? Like I saw someone from Bangladesh. So if you have a question, you can ask me in the description. Okay, let me get your name. What's your name? Mehdi Hassan. So if you are from Bangladesh, there is a link in the description and you can use your link. You can use this link and ask me your question. Okay, and I had a little fever, that's why I was not able to upload like Omegle videos. Okay, so sorry for that. Hopefully I'll be regular very soon because I am feeling better now. So I think we have got our first response, and the response is from, and let me tell you something, that I cannot see the chat. I'll not be able to see the chat. So if you want to ask me your question, you have to use the link in the description. I'll not see the chat. Okay, because movie SK, what are movies you suggest to improve spoken? Like if you want to improve your like if you want to learn English, or if you want to improve your my mic is okay, I think. If you want to learn English, or if you want to improve your speaking skills, and you are just starting out, like if you are just getting started, then there are animated movies like Frozen 2, and other movies, like a lot of great animated movies like that. Frozen 2, you can watch those movies, and those are movies. And if you are just beginning, then those animated movies will be great for you. And if you are at intermediate level, then I'll say you can try some real life movies, like You can also watch documentaries. Those are great for your knowledge. There are a lot of documentary movies like 14 Peaks. 14 Peaks is a documentary movie which is about like a guy uh, conquers different, like goes to different mountains and conquers those. It's about that 14 Peaks. It's available on Netflix, I think, so you can watch it. 14 Peaks. Documentaries, I prefer documentaries over movies, you know because you know but it really depends, like it depends on my mood, like what I want to watch. So if you are looking for movies, I'll say there are great movies like Shawshank Redemption. That's a good movie. Morgan Freeman is in that movie. He is a big actor from the West. And Lucy is a great movie. And if you're a Marvel fan, you can watch some like Marvel movies, like the latest Marvel movie Avengers Endgame. That's the latest Marvel movie. If you are a Marvel fan, you can watch it. If you're a DC fan, there are some DC movies you can watch. So all kinds of options you have. So jumps. Thank you, Moiber. I hope I am pronouncing your name wrong. Sorry. I hope I am pronouncing your name right. So thank you, Mobir, for asking. Mobir SK. Jumping on to the next response. Mehdi Hassan. How can I speak with native English speakers? Which apps can I use from Bangladesh? Yeah, probably you cannot use Omegle from Bangladesh. I am not sure about that, but I don't really know, because I saw some comments where people are telling me that they cannot use Omegle from Bangladesh. So there are applications like Clappingo, but you have to pay a little bit. Like if you are following my channel for some time, like you will see some videos from Clappingo is an Indian Delhi based application where you can pay and you can talk with um, tutors who can guide you personally, who can give you personalized feedback, about like your, like where you should focus on, like you can talk on those people like Clappingo, Cambly, italki. Those are, but you have to pay for those applications. But yeah, but if you really want to talk with someone and from Bangladesh, there is a website called Chat Rowlet, chat Roulet, Chat Rowlet. I am not sure, but you you can try this out, okay? You may be able to talk with some. That's a Omega like website, so you can also try that, Chat Rowlet. And let me tell you something else. If you are this, like you can only ask one question with one account, but if you want to ask multiple questions, you have to use multiple accounts, okay? Or you have to use a second account. Thank you, Mehdi, for asking. So far we have got 2 responses. And if you want to ask me a second question, you have to use a second account. That way you can ask me your second question, okay? So get started, man. Get started. Get started, man. Get started. If you want me to talk about something, you can also suggest me. And more movies. If you want me to suggest more movies, the recent movie I watched, I cannot really remember the but you can even try some horror movies. Jack in the Box Awakening. You can, yeah, that's the recent movie I watched, Jack in the Box Awakening. But they have a little thick British accent, so it might, like, but if you are an intermediate or advanced English learner, then you can try that movie, Jack in the Box Awakening. Okay, that's the latest movie. that's the latest movie I watched. So you know you can try that. Oh, sorry. Like it says August 28. It's not August 28. It's September 4. Sorry for that. September 4. Let me quickly let me quickly correct that. September 4. Okay. This is September 4. Actually, I was using a copy of the past forum. That's why we had to face this problem. Okay, so thank you Mehdi for asking. Okay. Thank you Mehdi for asking. If you have a second question, Mehdi, you can use a second account and you can ask me your second question. Okay? And kindly tell your friends about this live stream right now so that we can spend little more time on this. And if you want to know about this channel a little more, like you can go on the about section and you can read. Okay, you can read. So I see some people chat roulette. Okay, chat roulette is the like chat roulette. I am looking little different today. Maybe I'm getting older. That's why I'm looking different. My hairstyle is little different today because I did because I took some shampoo. So four people are there. I can imagine four people, or I can imagine people who are listening to me. I can imagine you who is listening to me. But it's always easier to talk if there is a I can see a person in front of me. That's always easier to talk. That it's because if you see my Omegle videos, you will see me a little more energetic. But on these live videos, it sometimes gets difficult to talk because I am talking in front of a camera. I can imagine you are there, like a person sitting there. I can imagine, and I can imagine the camera as a window that I am looking through it. But it's always easier to talk if there is a if you can see a person sitting in front of you, you know. So two responses so far. Is that it? Is that it? So if you have a second question, or if you have any question, there's a link in the description. You can ask me through that. But if you have already asked one question and if you want to ask a second question, you can use a second account. You can ask a second question. All right, man. So we are in for for we are in for almost like 18 minutes. My message for those people who are listening is that if you have a question or if you want me to talk about something, there is a link in the description. You can use that link, and maybe I should show you that link. Maybe you are not getting my point. So 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 this is the here is the link. You can click on this link and it will lead you to a Google forum. Okay, and you can ask me your question. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, I think I'll see you next time. Any question, it doesn't really have to be about English. Any questions at all. I think we have got our third response. Santi. This time your daily habit. You spend time, for example, YouTube, Omegle, or any other application? Yeah, yeah. I watch movies, so I spend. I watch sometimes, not a lot of movies, but sometimes I like to watch movies. So I also spend some time over there on movies, and I spend time on YouTube a little bit, and I spent time on. I had a little fever, so I was not able to go on Omegle. That's why I was not getting new videos. But hopefully, I'll be able to continue it Omegle, and you will get new videos soon. I hope so. I want to upload at least one video one per day, but because of my fever, I was not able to. But I also see some Omegle creators who upload once in a week, but because I think they are so flirty about those girls, and they are very choosy and very cherry picking and need cherry picking. They are cherry picking a lot. That's why they don't get much content. But for me, I can upload like any content that is uploadable. So I'm not that cherry picking, so I can upload a lot more than them, and you will have much more choice to choose. 3 responses so far. There is a link in the description to ask. You can ask me your question using that link in the description, or if you have already asked one question, use a second account to ask me your second question. And this is my room, by the way, and these are some thermocol bricks which I made by with my own hands. Okay, with my own hands. And those are some pictures behind you. I don't know, maybe those pictures are freaking people out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need feedback on those pictures. I'll I put these pictures up for the people I meet on Omegle. When I go on Omegle, I'll be able to ask them about my room and about these pictures. So myself, and there is a like there is a scenery behind it. The red shirt, I think, is looking good on me. Actually, there is a second monitor where I can see myself. I don't think you have any more questions, so I think it's time to go. Okay. I think it's time to go, man. I'll not be able to answer your question from the chat because it's not really presentable. But if you ask me, but if you use the link in the description, and you can, and if you ask me through that link, I'll hopefully give you your answer. So I'll wait here for maybe another minute for your response. Use a second account. If you have already asked one question, use a second account. That way you'll be able to ask me a next question. I think it's time to go, man. Accepting responses. We were accepting responses, but it's time to disable it. Okay. So see you next time. Hopefully I'll be able to continue with Omegle videos. Okay. So see you next time. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time. And please use the link next time. If you have any question, please use the link in the description to ask me your question, because I don't really like to answer from the chat. Okay, and I can only see I okay, hopefully you understand, and see you next time. Tell your friends about this live stream and about this channel. Goodbye my friends, have a good evening, I think, and see you next time. Okay, ending this stream. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye my friend.